Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler for each series of videos I've been doing for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Pretty much as soon as I saw that these were announced, I was like, well, all right, yeah, I guess I got to go review those. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing it, so I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, it's under my coat, but boom! I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Underneath the coat, it happens to be my brand new boom Lilac shirt. That's how I'm pronouncing it. I thought it was lilac, but that's a V, so I'm going with Lilac. And see, it's got a cool, like, sort of retro style automaton chick. But what is Lilac or Lilac? Whatever the hell it's pronounced. They're a band out of North Carolina. It turns out North Carolina's got some really good bands. I'd never heard of these folks up until a few days ago. I went out to go see a band called A Killer's Confession on tour, and these folks were one of the touring bands. For me personally, when I see a tour announcement, if there's bands on the tour that I don't recognize, I don't look them up. I prefer to go into the experience raw and kind of, take it as it is. And these folks were incredible. Like, I loved everything about what they were doing. I love their style of music. I love the sort of very theatrical kind of, energy they put into things. It fucking really just blew me away. So much so I obviously got a shirt. I even got some pictures with them. They were all very nice people. I even got some videos of their performance. Those are on the channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I can kind of try to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, but, I'm still really new to them, so. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why did I know that I was going to have to review this? Well, because, folks, it happened to be from Taco Bell, but it has nothing to do with even Mexican-inspired food. It's boom! But what are these? It is boom! Well, they look different than I expected. Okay, these are boom. These are their new chicken nuggets. Now, Taco Bell has toyed with chicken in the past. I'm almost certain they did chicken wings for a little while. I think I even reviewed them. I want to say they might have even done nuggets before. I don't know. But I saw a thing, figured, fuck it, we'll get in a review. So yeah, this is a 10-piece. They are significantly different in size, though. You got one like that, and you got one like that. So consistency is not their strong suit at the moment. But let's give them a shot. We'll go for kind of a middle ground one. That's not bad. I didn't think it would be, but, no, it's actually pretty decent. It's less of, obviously, the size and construction make it a nugget, but in terms of the actual, texture and everything like that, it's much more like a chicken tender. The chicken itself is very tender. The exterior has a little crunchiness to it. Not a lot. Not as much as I was hoping for. The chicken itself looks okay. It does have a little crispiness, to be fair. They're very hot, so. In terms of just the flavor itself, they're okay. I guess in my head, I was kind of thinking, well, with them being done by Taco Bell, maybe the seasoning would be something a little bit more standout. I don't really feel like that. They're just kind of better than average chicken nuggets. If you're comparing them against something like McDonald's, McDonald's, they've got consistency nailed down. The flavor is not its strong point, but there is something to be said for, the fact that it's been going for as long as it has, and they've able to maintain that consistency. But then you have had other places that have done these more like premium nuggets, like Popeyes did them, Arby's did them. This kind of falls more into that category. And as far as those offerings are concerned, this isn't bad. I wouldn't say it's as good as some of those other ones, but like, it's not bad. But I was expecting a little something different. Oh, by the way, I didn't do a thing for the thing either, so let's get a thing for a thing that looks like this. We'll go, ha 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 ha. Sure. But here's the thing, Taco Bell potentially makes up with that with, boom, extra sauces. So we got Bell sauce, jalapeno honey mustard, and fire ranch sauce. All right, let's give all these a go. Start with the Bell sauce because, it's Taco Bell, right? Open. Very thick. What do you remind me of? KFC sauce. This reminds me of KFC sauce. Aren't they owned by the same company now? Maybe I'm wrong there. Very chunky. Okay. It does remind me a little bit of KFC sauce. It's got kind of a similar tanginess to it, but it's a little bit sweeter. There's a little extra heat to it and some of the seasoning. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had the same base and then just built off of it. Okay. Let's try it with the chicken, though. Let's see how it pairs. That works pretty well. It doesn't dilute the flavor of the chicken or anything like that. It doesn't come on too strong. It works very similarly to KFC sauce. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad sauce. I like what they're doing with it. It is, again, very familiar, but I like the changes that they've made. That's not bad. All right. Let's do the fire ranch sauce because it's the one that's right here, and it's the one I grabbed. All right. Definitely not a watery ranch. That is got some stabilizers in it. Yeah, I mean, it's a spicy ranch sauce. Ooh, it's got a nice kick to it. Like, initially, I was just like, okay, it's just, a little bit spicy. It's not crazy spicy or anything, but, like, it has, like, a genuine heat that hits you in the back of your throat. But it does take a little bit to fully, get there. All right. That's really good, actually. I mean, ranch goes good with damn near anything, if you like ranch. And then that extra heat, it kind of gives it a little something that, again, I was kind of expecting from the nuggets themselves, what would Taco Bell, maybe it would have a little heat to it or something. I think that works really nice. Yeah. I think that for me right now is currently the one winning out over the Bell sauce. And let's finish it off with the jalapeno honey mustard. See how this goes. And again, it's not going anywhere. Let's try some just by itself. Wow, it's more like a custard than a sauce. Jeez. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, there's here and there on this one. I like the hit from the jalapeno. That's really nice. But the actual flavor of the sauce, I don't know about. Very sweet. Something about the tanginess of it, I don't really like very much. I don't hate it, but like, it's a little bit jarring. Whereas like, by comparison, if I'm thinking honey mustard sauce, like White Castle, their honey mustard sauce, I think is pretty much exactly what I want. This, I don't know, I'm kind of here or there on it, but Let's try it with the chicken. It works better with the chicken because some of that weird tanginess, and again, like I expect a honey mustard to have some tang, but I don't know, the way that the tang was implemented in this, I wasn't big on. It kind of takes that away, takes the edge off of that. But it does taste kind of claggy, and like I'm not that big into that one. I don't hate it or anything, but like all I really want now is a better honey mustard sauce. Like I love the idea of like a spicy honey mustard. I think that's great. But yeah, I don't think the honey mustard is my jam. So for me personally, out of the three, it has to be the Fire Ranch. All of them brought a little bit of zing and a little bit of heat. I think that the Fire Ranch did the most in terms of bringing the heat, and I like that element of it. And then just the ranch itself was, nice enough. It was a decent, fast food ranch. The Bell sauce would definitely be my second choice. I think the only thing that kind of hurts it a little bit is, again, my brain just keeps thinking, oh, this is KFC sauce. So, like, it's just a bit too familiar to something that I already occasionally put on fried chicken products. And with the honey mustard, or the jalapeno honey mustard, yeah, I don't know. It's too claggy. I don't like the texture on it, and I don't think that one's great, in my opinion. That's one I would put back and work on a little bit. But 2 questions do have to be asked. Would I get this again? Would I recommend it? Sure, I guess. Like, nothing about it is hugely standout, and like I was saying earlier, there have been other places that have done these more sort of premium chicken nugget things. I would get Popeyes over this. I would get Arby's over this. I think, again, the most disappointing thing for me is that it doesn't really feel like they did enough to make them Taco Bell nuggets, I feel like, yeah, they brought out the sauces, and I guess that was kind of, their way to appease that. But I feel like they could have done a little bit more. I'm really surprised they didn't have, like, a spicy offering, have normal and spicy nuggets. Yeah, but they're still not bad or anything. I've heard some people say that, they're their favorite nuggets. Okay, good on you. Not for me, though, but at the same time, would I get them again? Maybe on occasion, I don't see them as being a destination item for me, but, they're not bad. And if I'm recommending them, sure, like, if you want to try them, especially, with them being a new item at the time I'm doing this, they're not bad. And the sauces, I mean, maybe you'll get more mileage out of the honey mustard than I did. But, at the very least, I like the Bell sauce. I do like the Fire Ranch. If you want to, it's one of those things, again, as a new item, if you want to try them, good on you. But I don't think they're anything that special, realistically. It's just novel that, oh, look, Taco Bell made chicken nuggets. You could have made Taco Bell nuggets, and that would have made it better. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there yourselves a truly, this video went way too long, tastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. And folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we have to go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal favorite nugget? Like, are you classic with the McDonald's? Burger King for some reason? Wendy's, of course, they got some pretty decent nuggets. Let me know. I'd be interested to kind of hear your take on the whole thing. Because, different people, different opinions on this stuff. So, anyway.